Ladies and or gentle flavored men, welcome back or welcome to the channel. My name is Xeno and this is going to be my Lufenia Plus run of the Furthest Edge or Act 3 Chapter 5 Part 2 or Fran Lufenia or whatever the heck it's called. it's this Lufenia. It comes with Fran's LD banner. That's essentially what I'm going to call it. This is my first run. I'll do a couple of runs on this because it's seems like it's a little bit of an easier fight, to say the least. So I brought a team of Sazh with blue armor, Tidus with blue armor BT, and Core with blue armor, and it was a lot of fun. This is a no BT plus run, of course. This is a no summon run. I don't use my summons. And it's a no boss turn run, I believe, as well, just because that's kind of how relatively easy it is with this this specific team. I'm having a stroke at 6 in the morning. I chose to... I'll do a run with Fran in the party later, because of course, as you watched my previous video, which was my summons, I did pick up her kit, or at least I picked up her LD. So I will do a run with Fran in the party, just to showcase Fran in the party as well, even though I'm not going to blue her armor, so it's not going to be a blue showcase. But I wanted to still use her debuff to the maximum effect, and the best thing to do, honestly, is to find someone that has Fran as a friend, because if you use Fran as a call ability, her debuffs are definitely nothing close to what her debuffs would be in the main party. Like, they're heavily nerfed. She's still a very, very good call ability, but having Fran in the main party is such a massive difference. So the trick here is, if you bring her as a friend unit, you can sub her in, click the LD once, and then because she's got a free ability after her LD, and assuming the friend has the C6, the Bloom Stone, so they have the full AA abilities, you can click your free skill on the AA, and then 3 more AAs after, and she can get off the field straight away. So you click LD, click AA ability 4 times, and she's gone after 1 action back to your main team, and you get the full effect of her debuff, which is really quite nasty. So, and this really helps, especially with this team here, because Tidus's follow-up attacks in particular are range damage, and Tidus does a lot of them. And Sazh, of course, he's range damage as well, and he provides some really awesome party auras and buffs that really help out characters like Tidus and Core with some brave hits in their party. Couple that with Kurosame for ice damage and HP damage up, Jack for maximum brave damage. I've got the Kate Sith call on Sazh, so when Tidus goes into the burst phase, he's got Kate Sith as well. So essentially, I hit cap damage the entire fight until the last. I hit cap damage with Tidus the entire fight, and with Core as well. And it pretty much just ends, and I don't get a chance to even use Tidus's full burst phase effect on the field, and I don't get to use the summon because I just destroy it. I have no idea what these bosses do, and you know what? I don't even care. Now, this is my 7th Tidus run, my 12th Core run, my 2nd Sazh run, and my 5th Tidus X Core run. So the 5th time that I've used Tidus Core in the same team together in Lufenia Plus so far. So I actually keep track on my own personal Discord. I've got a massive thing for DFFOO stuff and stats because I'm a degenerate and I do saga runs now. So I actually keep track of every single unit that I get through my Lufenia Plus. So I will be running this a few times, specifically because I also do a couple of saga style runs. And as this is my first Lufenia Plus run video on the channel, I will explain kind of all this now because I won't do it again in the future. But for saga style runs, I run through some of my favorite characters or favorite blues, favorite BT pluses, and I try and run them through as many or as all of the Lufenia Plus so far as possible. Some of them have been a bit of a challenge. So most of my saga runs right now is Y'shtola and her BT plus, and Zach and his LD. And of course he gets a BT plus later down the line, a couple of months, and then he becomes absolutely broken busted, and then it's not really a saga run anymore. I mean, I'll keep doing it, but he's going to be so overpowered, and the content's going to be so relatively mediocre to easy for veterans like myself that I can just... It's hardly a saga run anymore. So I've run Y'shtola through every I've run Y'shtola through every Lufenia Plus, which I believe there is 19. I think I've miscalculated and not put it up on my thingy. What is it? Let's have a look here. Yeah, Y'shtola's up to 19. Yeah, I haven't put it down yet. So yeah, Stola's done all 19. Zach's done, I think, 15 or 16. Ace's BT Plus, I've run him through, I think, every Lufenia Plus since his debut as well. He's up to 15, 16 Lufenia Pluses because Ace is really, really strong. He's a very, very strong unit, especially if you pair him with units like Sazh, which I only got recently off one of the free banners. Because Sazh just, you know, gives his off-turn damage traps rainbow enchant, and that's kind of freaking awesome. And as you can see here, Core's doing like 430k with his Reaper's Gale, which is just insane. So I believe now this is where I'm setting up. I'm setting up for Tidus BT Phase. So here comes the Kurisame call. So that way everyone's got the party ice enchant for more damage, and so Core can do maximum damage, even though he's already capping damage anyway. I've got the Kate Sith call up on Sazh. I probably shouldn't have used it just yet. I could have squeezed another turn out of that because he got turn rate on his skill 1 and skill 2 on the previous turn. So I could have actually saved it for now instead. And look at that. Sazh's EX is actually capping damage with all the modifiers that we have right now. The range damage, resist, brave damage, HP damage, Kate Sith calls, his own auras. Look at that, 500, 300. Oh, I wish Sazh's EX did that much damage all the time. That would be fantastic. And yeah, we have 3 stacks on Tidus's overhead blitzball buff, which is the best time to go into his burst phase, so you get double of his Jack shot inside the burst phase. I always start off with EX first. Look at that, 16,000, what, 500 caps nearly? Oh my god, it's ridiculous. So there's 400k with Core's thing. Tidus Core is such a broken combo. I can't wait for Tidus BT Plus, because Core's going to come back, assuming he's ever left anyway, because he is aged like a fine wine. And with the characters coming up, and the effects and the auras and the BT Pluses, honestly, he's just going to get better or stay at least super powerful. But this fight in particular, that range debuff from Fran really wrecks shot. I'm looking forward to running Tidus Core with Fran's debuff a lot more in the future, because that really makes Tidus hit so much harder and more consistently because of that extra damage that he was able to do. And of course, you know, like Tidus and Core are not synergy in this event. Sure, the Sazh is synergy, but Sazh is there just for the auras and the buffs. He's not there for damage. So even with some basic calls that everyone tends to use these days, they're hitting cap. But I also just don't think this Lufenia is particularly difficult so far. So I will do a couple more runs. I have to get Jekt BT+, Caius BT+, Y'shtola, Ace BT+, and Zach. I've got 5 more characters that I want to get through before the next event. I always get these characters through, but I wanted to try this Tidus Core first because I wanted to use a friend Fran. Look at that. Look at all that damage. What's that? 5.6 million. That's still absolutely fantastic for Tidus. Now, of course, that's a lot of that damage is through Core as well, but that's still a lot of damage. And Core's now going to be capping because he's got a little bit of auras from Tidus's burst phase as well. And Core's fantastic. I BCB, I know you're out there, brother. I love you. But you missed out, fam. You missed out. You missed out on Core. I wish you were playing at the time. He'll come back. Core will come back probably sooner than later, and he's about to drop on JP, I believe, this month. So it'll be really interesting to see what Core does in JP. I probably will do some form of reacts video because I want to see what he does in JP and how stupid he's going to be. Although it's very hard to tell how stupid characters are going to be in JP right now because everything does millions and millions of damage. And the content is now being based around the new mechanic of the FR gauge. So it's really hard to tell if something's truly good or not. Look at that. Jack shot. Bam, bam, bam. 530k. Still absolutely fantastic. It lagged a bit. Don't worry about it. We're professionals. And I think I'm going to let Core get a turn so he can go into the... yeah, that's right. I'll go into the summon phase here. And then I'm going to let Core just go off in Core's BT phase. Because unless you didn't know, Core has a BT phase. And I'm going to use a calculator and try and calculate this in real time. And it's going to fail really badly. Also, the damage on Sazh's LD in this stacked environment. Look at this. 683k. Fucking beautiful. Okay, so there is... Let's see how much damage we've got. We got 5... That's a million. That's a million. Okay. I can't use a calculator for this. It's not going to work. It's not going to work at all. So we got 1 million. All right, we got 1,000,400 and 1,000,000. Oh fuck, I've already lost it. It's 1,000,000.7. That's like 1.7 mil. That's like another mil. That's like 2.7 roughly, maybe 2.6 million. So roughly, let's lowball it, 2.6 million. Okay, and there's 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 750. That's like 3.3 million. Let's lowball it again, just because I can't count. Maths is difficult. There's another million. 3.7 million. Look at you go. Holy shit. If you can max cause damage, it's fucking ridiculous. So there's 4.1, 4.3 maybe million, maybe. Let's lowball 4.2. There's another 900. That's 5 million damage. And here's an fucking hell. There's another like 500. There's 5.5. Fuck it, 5.5 million damage. that's Tidus's entire burst phase. He just did Tidus's entire burst phase. And there's another 250. So Core is so dumb. Core is fabulous. Honestly, he can be a primary DPS so easily in the party. But it's easier to take advantage of him with characters that turn steel, consecutive turn, instant turn, blah, blah. And there's fucking 1.1 million damage right there as well. Like, oh my god. Just destruction. And boom. Oh, it's not dead? Oh, there we go. Boom. There we go. That's it. Done. Dunzo. Tidus Core, Sazh, delicious. 3-course main dish. Beautiful. Love to see it. Fantastic. That was a ton of fun. No summon used, no BT plus in the party. Yes, Tidus and Core, but it's still no BT plus. And I can't say no synergy because Sazh is technically synergy. So not that he did much except for he did do damage, but just not, you know, he was kind of just there for buffs and auras. So I'll do a couple more runs. Gonna do something with Zac, with Ishtola, Ace, Jekt, Caius, my 4 BT pluses, and my Zac. So I'm going to try and do those 5 characters. They'll probably be combined as well a little bit here and there. We'll see how we go. Hope if you did stick around to the video, I don't know, in the comments section, Tidus Core for life. Type something like that. I don't know, so I know that you stuck around in the video. Because let's be honest, not many people watch run videos. They just don't. They're not very fun always to watch. So that's why I'm going to be doing commentary on my run videos. So hopefully if you do decide to watch, it's something to listen to. Anyway, I'll leave it there. I hope you guys enjoyed the video nonetheless. Hope you guys are having a fan-freaking-tastic day as always. Remember to follow me over on Twitch and on Twitter at TXP_gaming to keep up to date with everything in between videos. Remember to join me on the Discord so I can talk to you there. Hope you guys are having a fan-freaking-tastic day, and as always, my name is Xeno, and you guys take care now.